Good evening, everybody, and welcome back on our live stream here in Utsjoki in the north of Finnish Lapland. I hope that you can hear me, and I hope that image and sound are working better than yesterday. So if you can kindly please comment that it is working, that would be great. Good evening, Arendt. Nice to see you again. So we have faint lights at the moment, but it looks like we are maybe getting a little bit of action soon. So I decided to go for it and start this live stream for you guys. And we have Elton and and Christina. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Peter. And Peter Arendt confirming that sound and picture are working, so that makes me happy. For all of you who join us for the first time, look at where we are in Utsjoki in the far north of Finnish Lapland. That's the green dot around the middle, and we are almost in the northernmost place in Finland. The hills that you can see on this image are actually Norway. I'm on the shore of the river, and we are looking straight at Norway on the other side. It wasn't really promising to be clear tonight, so I actually stayed home, and then I looked outside and I saw that something was starting to happen. So here we are, just on the side of the road in front of my house. I am going silent for a couple of minutes, just time to go grab my other camera, and I will be with you guys in just a minute. And here I am again, and Floris, good evening. Enjoy Iceland. Yes, we have the Great Bear constellation, or Big Dipper, in the center right of the image. It's not very cold tonight, about maybe -2 degrees. But the numbers are good for the Aurora, So I was actually hoping for more activity, and that's why I decided to start this stream, so we are ready when it starts. It's very faint to the naked eye, but it's getting higher and brighter, and you can't see it on the stream, but there is actually some pale red above the green. Maybe if I increase a bit. We can try to show a little bit more colors, but I think the red is very faint for video. It's not going to really show like that. And Linda, yes, you probably have the Great Bear indeed, but it's going to need to be a much stronger night to have the auroras. And Arendt is asking if we have some snow. And we do. It has been snowing quite a bit. It's really, really dark tonight. We don't even have the moon. Let me try to show you still a little bit of the landscape. So that's the road. Not crazy amount of snow, but we had maybe 10-15 centimeters in the past week. And Aurora is going all around the north. Oh, it's a bit brighter here. Sorry, just doing that quickly to say hello. We are live here in Utsjoki, and you can see with my face that we are live. Welcome on this live stream. Yesterday it didn't work so well. New laptop, had to check some settings, but I think that it's a lot better now. And the lights are getting actually brighter. So yeah, we are here in the north of Finland in Utsjoki, and the hills there are Norwegian hills. We have the Tenno River just down there. I didn't make a lot of efforts tonight. Just in front of my own house, but we have a really good view, so that's great. With those gas prices, we are not going to start chasing the lights when it's clear right above my head. And I can see it's getting brighter, so let's focus back on the sky, guys. I've spoke enough. I think we are in focus, and it is starting to look really nice. Let's do this so we don't have too much noise. And Angelica, good evening to you as well. So, unfortunately, Facebook has still not unlocked for me the possibility to stream in full HD. It's still limiting me to 720p, which really sucks for the Northern Lights. So if you head to my YouTube page, you'll get the full HD 1080p resolution. It's so much more pleasant for the auroras, and also the bitrate is much better. So yeah, and if you could give me a follow on YouTube, that would also be amazing. So I'm taking really long exposures with my stills camera, and it shows still quite a bit of red above the green, but it's not visible to the naked eye. And I've also started a new little page that's called Buy Me a Coffee, and you can see the link on your screen and also in the description. So as I'm doing this kind of things full time now, I thought it would be nice. Anything can always help. So if you want to help, thank you very much in advance. And I will be adding more stuff soon also on this page. And I will send some maybe screensavers or stuff like that for background images for the contributors. And Hugh, nice to meet you. Sorry that it's raining in Manchester. So you can see the light at the bottom now is a truck coming on the Norwegian side of the river. Oh yes, we have quite a bit of red. So head out to my Instagram page, also REZ Photography, and I will be showing the still images later tonight or tomorrow. I think that we might actually get a really nice show. It's looking really nice there to the east. I don't know if you can see it with the... Yeah, actually you can see it. There is this really nice pillar there, and it's really getting brighter to the naked eye, so that's a very good sign. Looks like maybe a car is coming over there. And we have Alex from All About Lapland also here. Hi buddy, hope all is well for you. And Gus from Kalojärvi, good evening. And Mildred, good evening to you as well. Bonsoir Bernadette. Je vais pas parler en belge, mais en français, et bonsoir les francophones. Donc nous sommes à Utsjoki, dans le nord de la Laponie finlandaise, en direct sous les aurores boréales. N'hésitez pas à poser vos questions dans les commentaires et je vous répondrai dès que je le vois, quand il n'y a pas trop d'action dans le ciel. Sorry about the French. As you know, I am French and I have a French audience as well, so we are going to do some interludes in the French, beautiful French language. And this is starting to get really pretty here. So let's see what is going on. And yes, I think that you might indeed be able to see a little bit of purple now. Probably more on the YouTube channel. So now we have like a painting in the sky. It's slowly moving and slowly developing. So if you haven't done it already, I always love to hear where you guys come from. So if you can comment that, it's always fun to see that we have people from all around the world watching the Northern Lights together. And Arend, till next time, have a good evening. Let's make it a little bit brighter for now. And we have also more grain on the left, so on the northwest. So let's just change the view a little bit. The Big Dipper again. So I don't know if it's going to be very strong, but now I look straight up and we already have some green there. So this is turning out to be a very, very decent show. So yesterday was exceptional. Unfortunately, the stream not so much. But you can see I posted a picture on Instagram and Facebook last night about what we saw last night. There was a lot of purple. Should it happen tonight, we will hopefully catch it a lot better on the stream. And yes, Christina from Long Island, and we have Cristiano from Yellowknife. Good, what is it, afternoon to you. And Floris from the Netherlands, Nederland. Yes, Iceland is quite challenging with clouds. I've never been to Iceland. That's very high on my bucket list for the landscapes. And Elton, yes, you were very lucky last night with very, very good auroras. And Nikki from Birkenhead, I don't know if I pronounced this right, in the UK. And here it's growing to the zenith, but not really growing in intensity just yet. So just let's see what happens. Now we have 2 bends now, and actually even a third one starting on the left. So sometimes the lights just start to boom like crazy, you don't even expect it, and there is just faint stuff in the sky and suddenly a big explosion. And sometimes it's like that for many long minutes or even hours before we get a brighter moment. And sometimes it also just stays like that. It makes for nice pictures. And also, if you are visiting us and the lights are not moving crazy everywhere, we have more time to take nice portraits of you guys. Right, so we have a car coming from the left soon. And Emily from Massachusetts, good afternoon to you. And Floris is saying that it's nice that it's a realistic view, like seen with the naked eye, and thank you for noticing. It's always better with a camera, no matter what you do, but I really hate those overly saturated clips and pictures, so I'm desaturating everything by quite a lot. I think -15 setting on this camera to get as realistic view as possible. There is more green now, and I think even a little bit of red purple on top on the stream than what I can see to the naked eye, but I don't want to put it all black and white either. And when it gets stronger, you can actually see the same colors on the screen as to the naked eye, and it is actually getting stronger now. Trying not to walk on the cables, going straight above the road over there, and actually you get also some stuff up there in the sky, so we really have quite a lot of lights, and it's making like a dome. As you can see, it's coming all the way from there. Camera is pointing all the way up now to the zenith, so who knows, maybe we will even get some coronas. And back here where we have some lovely green and red on top. And Gail, yes, it's always really nice to see the lights for the first time. I hope you maybe get to see them again. It is getting brighter. That's nice. Let's move to the east. This actually looks really nice. And I think we might be about to get something really bright. That's my gut feeling. I hope I'm not wrong. But yeah, maybe it's time to tag your friends and share with your friends, because that, I think, is going to be soon a very good moment. And greetings to Tina from Sarah. So Tina is not with me, but I will give her the message, and maybe she's listening. Who knows? So we have brighter, brighter green to the right. So it's taking its time tonight. But it's looking nicer and nicer. Constantly looking in all directions to decide where I need to point the camera for you guys. And we have another truck coming in Norway. So happy to be on this side. We have maybe 2 cars driving in the whole night, and in Norway they have a big truck driving every 10 minutes. I wouldn't be standing on the side of the road there in our neighbor's country. It's starting to move, so be ready. I know I've said that already a couple of times, but you can see it for yourselves. It's making these very distinctive vertical pillars or needles that start moving, and now it looks like we have a proper show going on. Still quite a bit of red on the still pictures. So I hope I will still be there, Christina. Otherwise, I wish you a nice evening. and geese. I don't know advantages of Finland versus Norway. They are both expensive. Norway is more expensive, I think. I do really love that we have the ocean in Norway, but it's so close that I don't really need to worry about the distance. There's a car coming. I can show you the whole view going from east, now north to northwest, west, and we have some nice lights here as well. And the Big Dipper on the right, just under the Aurora. There's so much red on top of the green. So we have very clear shapes, not so much movement. It was moving more a few minutes ago and brighter. It still doesn't mean that it's not going to happen, and when I see these bands being more and more defined on the left, this is how I know that something might happen. So yeah, you might actually be looking at this and thinking your image is frozen, but it's not. It's moving very, very slowly, but it is moving and it is developing. So fingers crossed. And Pirio, hello Sicily. We have some very, very slow movement. You can see it at the mostly the bottom edge of the green. So yes, it is moving. And we've been live now for almost 45 minutes. If you just joined us here while we wait for something to happen, I show you where we are here in Utsjoki, the green mark on the center of the map in the northernmost area of Finnish Lapland. And I was saying earlier, we are so close to the ocean. So from Utsjoki village you are maybe in just over an hour on the nearest beach. So that's always super nice. To Vardø I think it's about 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. So it's nothing. Super easy and completely different scenery. And here in Utsjoki we are on the shore of the Tena River. And at the bottom of the image now, what you can see, those hills or mountains are actually on the Norwegian side. It's actually getting better to the east now again. And Andy, good evening to you as well. Happy to see you on the stream, and I'm happy to be able to do the stream again. It's been long overdue, traveling and technical problems and everything, but we have it now all under control again. Now it's getting brighter and brighter over there to the east. And some proper movement now. I think it's becoming alive. It is indeed. And cloud is also coming up, so we better enjoy this one. That's going to be a long exposure. Beautiful. It's really getting brighter and brighter. Maybe even too bright. So yes, I had the feeling that something like that was going to happen, and here it is. Et Christophe, bonsoir à toi et à tous tes élèves. C'est juste pour vous, hein. J'ai programmé ça à la bonne heure pendant ton cours. Donc profitez bien et venez nous voir à Utsjoki. The whole northern sky is now lighting up. All the way to here. So let me show you, it's making kind of an oval if I follow it, and this part is now the brightest. I want to cut that tree, guys. Well, not tonight, obviously, but it's always in my way on the pictures. So what do you think? Should I take it down? I need to ask my landlord first. I think it's still on his property. It is so pretty tonight. I wish I had a lens that could show you how the whole sky looks like. But it's like half a dome of light is falling on us. Now we're more to the west, northwest. Ooh, that's nice. It really feels like it's only here, just above us. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Really like a dome just above my location here in Utsjoki. There's no way I can even take a picture of that. I can try to do a panorama shot. Well, I don't know if it's going to work, but I will have tried. Let's go here. And Alessandro, yes, this is the Teno River. I mean, the Teno Valley, the river is just at the bottom here. Yes, Andy, can I cut the tree? It's in the way of my stream and pictures. I mean, we need firewood anyway, so, you know, need to stay warm. And Sheila is saying, leave the tree, and Melaka is saying, you should not. All right, the tree is staying for now. And Alessandro, nice that you are coming. So you are coming to Utsjoki, if I understand well. So that's great. You have chosen the right destination. So we've been live now for almost an hour. And it's good to be able to do these live streams again. So we still have a large area of the sky now covered in green, but it's much, much fainter than it was until a few minutes ago. And we are back in a good area of the solar wind. I'm just checking the satellite data. So we are going to stay live a little bit longer. And Claudia, nice to see you again. It's been a long time indeed. And yes, I am back with the live streams. And Alessandro is asking how often can we see the auroras in November, for instance. It's a difficult question to answer. So my experience is, and it doesn't matter which month, as far north here in Utsjoki, like we always say that maybe March is the best month, but in my experience it's not really valid for the far north. And how often can you see the auroras? And Alessandro asking maybe 2 out of 5 nights. It's hard to say. Every single clear night that I have been out in the past almost 10 years, I have seen the aurora. So when the sky is clear, I have seen the auroras almost every single night, minus maybe 10 or 15 nights in 10 years. So if you find clear sky, you'll find auroras. Not always as bright as we have just seen, but I can really count on my 2 hands the number of nights, of clear nights without northern lights. And the weather, I don't have the statistics, to be honest. Sometimes you can have a whole clear week, and sometimes you have to really chase the weather. So I don't know where you booked, Alessandro, but if you have good guides, they will know where to take you. And Martijn, hello. How is it in Ivalo? Do you have clear sky? And Mohan, hello to you as well. So we're going to stay a little bit longer to see what happens. I am sick, however, so I'm not going to be able to stay much longer. But let's try to catch a little bit more lights. And thank you very much, Andy. Clear sky in Ivalo as well, that's really nice. And John, good evening to you, nice to see you again. So yes, Andy, thank you. I have opened a Buy Me a Coffee page if you want to support me for those streams. That would be amazing. I'm a solo entrepreneur, as you name it, so any source of revenue is of course always very welcome. I do this in my little free time that I have over, so always nice if there is some support, but of course I love sharing all this with you guys. It looks like the green is getting a little bit brighter again. It is actually starting to move again. Et Audrey, bonsoir à vous. Ça fait longtemps et je suis heureux d'être à nouveau en direct parmi vous. Bonsoir à tous les francophones. J'espère que vous allez bien et que vous allez nous suivre cet hiver ici à Utsjoki. On est en direct devant les aurores boréales. And thank you, Emily, for the coffee. That will also help me stay warm in those winter live streams. It's not cold tonight. I do feel a bit cold because I'm sick, but it's not cold. I think it's just maybe -1, -2 centigrades. But we should get colder temperatures soon. And in the deepest, coldest days of winter, it can go down to -30, -35, maybe even -40. Eh bien Audrey, profitez-en bien. And thank you Nikki as well for the coffee. I'm going to try to find a good way to go down to the river shore to do the live streams closer to the water and to the ice later in winter. It's a little bit challenging here, and I'm sure it's going to be very challenging when there is more snow. And I haven't really tested the internet speeds down there yet, so that's another challenge. But I will also try to do streams at different locations. Tonight it just became clear here, so there was no point driving out. But I want to show you our little piece of paradise a little bit more, so we will drive around together. And thank you Gis for the coffees. Thank you so much. I haven't set it up yet, but all those who sent me a coffee will get a couple of pictures as background images or stuff like that. I will sort it out in the next couple of days to thank you all for the extra support. Last winter I did a live stream, or was it even the winter before? I don't remember now. It's been quite a long time we've been doing live streams. We did a live stream near the Utsjoki church, and I remember we had some really good auroras there, if you remember, for those of you who were already with us. Where is the aircraft? Ah, yes, here. Yes. Thank you, Martijn and Andy. It is the flight from Tromsø to Kirkenes. And that's actually something I've been struggling with since I live here. I've had to go to Tromsø already, how many times? 3 times. And it's quite a long drive for me. It's about 8 hours. So I've been going to Svalbard, so I would have to fly from Tromsø to Svalbard, or boarding the polar front in Tromsø for the Wales trips. I'm going back in January. So my choices are driving 8 hours or driving 2.5 hours to Kirkenes and then flying to Tromsø, which I have never done. It just feels silly to fly for such short distances. It's so close, I think, as the crow flies, it's 330 kilometers, but the shortest way on the road is 650 kilometers. And it's doable in summer. It's a real nightmare in the polar night. And last year when I drove in January, we had a storm and the temperature was +6. The roads were a disaster. And half an hour or 45 minutes before Tromsø, after being already for 12 hours on the road, we had to drive back because an avalanche had closed the roads, and drive back to the nearest ferry and take a ferry and a second ferry, and I think the whole trip took like 16 or 17 hours, which is more than twice as long as a normal drive there. Sorry, I'm rambling about my life. And Martijn, yes, it's the travel time, not distance. But yeah, I would have to go to Kirkenes. It takes me 2.5 hours. We don't need to get 2 hours in advance at the airport here. 1 hour is enough. So that's 3.5 hours. And then I think the flight is just going to be 45 minutes, 1 hour. So I'd say 4.5 hours to the airport instead of 7-8 hours driving. But it's, yeah, in winter, also those small planes sometimes are not going to take off. So it's also not that much more certain than the car. Anyway, we are still here waiting for the lights. So I can also see more clouds going up, I think. Here's our tree that we have decided that we are not cutting. And Alessandro is asking if I have been to Kilpisjärvi. Well, I don't know if I can say that I have been there. I drove through there. That's the drives to Tromsø that I was just mentioning. But I haven't stopped. But I hear it's nice. I think that's where a lot of the Aurora chases from Tromsø end up when it's cloudy at the shore. And thank you, Kat, for the coffee. Let's try to see I think it's going to be behind the trees, the flight from Kirkenes to Tromsø. I can see it behind the trees. It's not going to be... Sorry, Martijn, I can't show you the Kirkenes to Tromsø flight. So hi Christine, yes, we are live, nice to see you again. So Alessandro, I don't think the auroras are different in Kilpisjärvi or in Utsjoki. They are going to be pretty similar. I think we have less light pollution here in in Utsjoki, and we have fiber internet also here in Utsjoki. I know at Aurora Holidays they have the fiber, so very fast, reliable internet. I've actually been staying there during the whole COVID time and working from home from there, having a lot of video calls, and everything has always been super smooth. And also we've been doing a lot of live streams from there, so absolutely no worry about the internet connection in Utsjoki. And thank you, Christine. I'm really happy to be back and really happy to see your name in the stream, in the comments again. I was away for a while and also struggling with some technical stuff with the stream, and now we are back and we are going to be live every chance I have. So we're going to stay here a few more minutes and then I will head back inside. And yes, Gis is saying that there's a lot of lights and traffic in Kilpisjärvi. That's what I heard too. That it can be quite challenging to have a really dark sky. And look, here I am about 20 kilometers from the village, and yes, once in a while we had a truck driving from on the road in Norway on the other side, but that doesn't stop you from seeing the auroras. And the other only light that I have here is actually the screen of my laptop that I'm using to do this live stream. There's the flight. I don't know if you can see it. There. there is the flight from Kirkenes to Tromsø. Back to the lights. And we have a truck driving by over there. And you can see the river is not frozen yet, but we do see a lot of little pieces of ice floating, so it's going to happen soon. Well, maybe in December. It takes a while. And Auntie, thank you for the coffee. And Christine is asking how the weather has been. Yes, it's been quite warm further south in Europe from what I've seen, but it's been fluctuating here. It hasn't been warm. I think a couple of days ago it dropped down to -10 for a few hours when it became so clear. It's been snowing quite a bit. I think it's a bit warmer than normal for this time of year, but it's not it's not positive temperatures either. So we are slowly getting in real winter mode. So everybody, it's been really nice to be together for the first time. I think it's been about an hour and a half. We still have some lights and it might actually get stronger again. As I said, I'm feeling a bit sick, so I will stop the stream and head back inside. But now that you know that we are back, stay tuned. If you are on YouTube, follow my channel there, REZ Photography on YouTube. I repeat, REZ Photography. And if you hit the notification bell, then you'll be notified next time I come online live. I'll be posting a couple of pictures of this night, especially the beginning when we had so much red, soon on Instagram, so you can see how it was. It's been a lovely evening, lovely to see all the names from last season back in the comments, and also lovely to see a few new names. So welcome everybody who's new, and welcome back to the others. It's been really amazing. Thank you for all the coffees. That really helps a lot as well. So yeah, it's been good to start like this again, and stay tuned for the next one. Stay safe and take good care of yourselves. See you on the next one.